Okay, so in this video, we'll be taking a look at long division and the steps required to complete a long division example. So here are the steps. First, you divide, then multiply, then subtract, then bring down, and then you repeat the whole process again, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, as many times as you need to. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say we have 1,284,325, and we're dividing this by 5. So 5 can't go into 1, but 5 can go into 12. So 5 goes into 12 twice, right? And 2, so we just divided, right? 12 divided by 5 is 2. So make sure you put the 2 over the last digit in 12. Do not put it over 1. We didn't say 1 divided by 5 is 2. We said 12 divided by 5 is 2. So make sure you put the 2 over the last digit in 12. So we divided. The next step says multiply. So 2 times 5, well, that's 10. So we just did the second step, which is multiply. After that, it says we should subtract. So we subtract. 12 take away 10, right? So 2 take away 0, that's 2. 1 take away 1 is 0, so we get 2. And then the next step says bring down. So let's do that. Bring down. And we have an 8. 28, right? Now it's time to repeat, so we go back up to division. 28 divided by 5, right, is 5, right? How many times can 5 go into 28? It can go in 5 times. Make sure you put the 5 over the 8, the last digit in 28. And 5 times 5, right? Time to multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. And then next step, we're going to subtract. 28 minus 25 is 3. And then the next step, we need to bring down. Bring down that 4. Then we go back up to repeat. Then we have to divide. 34 divided by 5, right? How many times can 5 go into 34? That would be 6 times. Next step, multiply. 6 times 5, that's 30. Next step, we need to subtract. 34, take away 30. 4 minus 0 is 4, and 3 minus 3 is 0. And then we bring down the 3, right? That's the next step, bring down. Now we brought down the 3, so repeat. Go back up to divide. 43 divided by 5. 5 can go into 43 8 times, right? And 8 times 5, 5 eighths are 40. So we get 40. Subtract, right? That's the next step, subtract. And 40 take away 3. Sorry, 43 take away 40. So 3 minus 0 is 3, and 4 minus 4 is 0. And then the next step says, after you subtract, bring down. So we bring down a 2. Then we go back up, divide. 32 divided by 5, well, that's a 6. And 6 times 5 is 30. We end up with a 2. After we subtract, bring down the 5. And now it's time to divide again. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And 5 times 5 is 25. Ran out of room. But we can subtract, we get a 0. And we know we're done, right? No more dividing to do. So what's our answer? Well, 1, 2, 3, put a comma here. We see that we have 256,865. Let's take a look at another example. So 57,340 divided by 2. 2 goes into 5 2 times. right? We're dividing first, right? 5 divided by 2 is 2, and then multiply. 2 times 2 is 4, and then subtract. 5 take away 4 is 1, and then bring down. We have a 17 now. Then we do the whole process again. 17 divided by 2, well, that's 8. Then multiply. 2 8s are 16, then subtract. 17 take away 16, right? 7 take away 6, that's 1. And then bring down. Do the whole process again. 13 divided by 2, well, that's 5. Sorry, that's 6. 6 times 2 would be 12. 13 take away 12, well, that would be 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down the 4. Repeat. 14 divided by 2, well, that would be 7. 2 7s are 14, right? Multiply, then subtract, and you get a 0. And then you bring down a 0, and 0 divided by 2 is 0. 0 divided by any number, well, 0 divided by these numbers would be 0. And then 2 times 0 is 0. We subtract, and we get 0. We see that our answer, 1, 2, 3, is 28,670. Let's take a look at another example. Okay, so let's put, yeah, this is good. So let's take a look at this example. So 5,073 divided by 3. So 3 goes into 5 just once, right? 5 divided by 3 is 1. Divide, then multiply. 3 ones are 3. Then subtract. 5 take away 3 is 2. Then bring down 20. 20 divided by 3, right? Repeat the process. Divide. 20 divided by 3. So that would be 6. And 6 times 3 is 18. Subtract. Borrow. 10 take away 8 is 2. 1 take away 1 is 0. Bring down. Divide. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 3 9s are 27. Subtract. You get 0. Bring down. Repeat. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Multiply. 3 1s are 3. Subtract. 3 minus 3 is 0. And you're done. So your answer is 1,691. Okay, so try this example. So pause the video and give this example a try. So let's see, 154,275. Okay, so pause the video right here and give this example a try. Okay, so let's take a look. So 1 divided by 5 we can't do, but we can do 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5, that's 3. Divide, right? We divided, and now we're multiplying. 5 times 3 is 15. Then we subtract. We get 0. 15, any number take away itself is 0. 15 take away 15 is 0. Then we bring down. Then we divide. 4 divided by 5, well, we can't do that, right? So that's 0. 5 times 0 is 0. Subtract. 4 take away 0, well, that's 4. And then we bring down. And we repeat. Repeat 42 divided by 5, that's 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract. 2. Bring down. 27 divided by 5, 5. 5 5s, 25. Subtract, we get a 2. Bring down. 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract, and we get a 0, and we're done. And our quotient is 30,855. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Okay, so let's try the 4 times table. Okay, so 9 divided by 4. Oh, actually pause the video and try this one out. Okay, let's take a look. 9 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract 1, bring down the 2, 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Right, 3 fours are 12. Subtract, you get 0. Bring down the 3. 3 divided by 4, we can't do that, so that's 0. 4 times 0 is 0. Subtract 3. Bring down the 2. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And 8 fours are 32. Subtract 0. Bring down the 4. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. So we get 23,081. Okay, this is the last example. And let's head on back to the 5 times table. Okay, let's take a look. 83,715 divided by 5. Pause the video and give this example a try. Okay, so let's take a look. 8 divided by 5, that's 1. And 5 ones are 5. Subtract, you have a 3. You bring down the 3. 33 divided by 5, that's 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract, you get 3. Bring down the 7. 37 divided by 5, well, that's 7. 7 fives are 35. Subtract, you have a 2, and you bring down the 1. 21 divided by 5, well, that's 4. 4 times 5, that's 20. Subtract, you get 1, and finally, bring down the 5. 15 divided by 5 gives us 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract, and we get 0. So our answer is 16,743. If you have any questions about this long division, please post them down below and I will answer your question.